Hello, friends. For those that do not know me, my name is Jesse Clark. I am the host of the Long Ball Lounge Fantasy Baseball podcast, as well as the creator of Baseball Briefs and a contributor to the Baseball Unwrapped page. That being said, this is obviously my first content producing section for NumberBall. So wanted to give a shout out to Jeff Collins for giving me this opportunity. Super excited about it. Going to be breaking down the starting pitchers, a starting pitcher profiler for this Tuesday 420 DFS main slate. That being said, let's get started. First on the docket is Zach Wheeler, pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies, facing off against the San Francisco Giants tonight. If you look at his Baseball Savant page, you kind of see a mixed bag on his 2021 percentile rankings. You know, a lot of good strikeout numbers, decent barrel numbers. Sometimes it looks like he gets hit a little bit too much, but, you know, the overall consensus is that he is having a pretty decent start to the year. Let's dig into the surface stats. 3 earned run average, 20 strikeouts in 18 innings, 1.28 whip, which is okay. One thing I wanted to mention before we get too far into this is, you know, he started off and facing the Atlanta Braves 2 times out of his first 3 starts. The Braves started 2020 with the bang and are starting 2021 doing the same thing. They rank second in ISO against right-handed pitching in both the 2020 and 21 seasons. So obviously some stiff competition could potentially be leading to some of these poor numbers on Wheeler's page here. So let's dig into his pitch arsenal. 4-seamer, slider, sinker, curveball, change. See year over year changes here. Fastball percentage has gone up from 42 to 47. Sinker's gone way down from 23 to 13. Slider usage has gone up about 10 percentage points, which is actually very good because the slider is his best pitch. Curveball has gone down. Changeup has gone down just slightly for both. Now, obviously, we mentioned that slider. And that's the first thing that kind of catches my eye when we dig into the velocity. Everything looks the same except for the slider. Miles per hour is up 1 tick. So obviously 1 tick isn't a ton. It's not something to hang your hat on completely, but it is pretty important that he's upping that usage by 10% while also upping the miles per hour by a tick as well. So looking pretty good here. XBA on the slider is obviously 172. It's probably his best pitch. Curveball is actually getting some pretty good results here too, and he's just not using it. 7.9%. I'd like to see that tick up quite a bit. I think he could actually have pretty good results using the slider and the curveball in tandem there a lot more frequently than he's using now. You know, we kind of mentioned the sinker usage was down quite a bit from 23 to 13 this year, and we see a direct result of that being his ground ball percentage is down from 56% to 40%, and his fly ball percentage, therefore, is up from almost 11 to 26.5%. That's not good. Obviously, you know, we want to have pitchers throw more ground, get more ground balls, induce more ground balls, limit the fly ball percentage, because the more you are able to hit fly balls against pitchers, more likelihood for homers and doubles and triples and really doing damage from a fantasy perspective. That being said, if he can increase this sinker usage back to what it was prior, the one thing that's good is we'll probably see that ground ball percentage go up. We'll also probably see, a little less fly balls. So those things are obviously a positive direction for a pitcher. Let's dig into his plate discipline metrics. His zone percentage is up a little bit, which can probably explain the increase in his being hit around a little bit more frequently than usual. Looks like his chase rate's down 10%. That's not great. You'd like to see that chase rate around where his career numbers have been, which is right around 30% there. If that can go back to usual, he can mix in those pitches that we need him to, the curveball, continue that slider usage. And, I think we can really start putting together some really, really solid upside with Zach Wheeler. So that being said, I think his future's bright. I think he kind of got unlucky facing the Braves 2 times in a row here to start the year. And, and then he faced the Mets, his prior team, which probably had a good book on him. I think we can expect some much better results going forward if he can continue this slider usage, which is obviously his best put away pitch, and potentially increase that curveball usage with his already pretty solid fastball. So that being said, let's move over to the second pitcher on the evening slate. Charlie Morton facing off against the Yankees tonight. His percentile rankings over a baseball savant is a mixed bag as well. He seems to have been hit decently hard, at times, especially his last outing, I believe, wasn't the greatest, but he is limiting the max exit velo and average exit velo, which is very good. No, he's not. No, he's not. Take that back. He's actually not doing well at all with those metrics, but he's doing better in K percentage and whiff percentage, which is better. He had on the surface, we were looking at a 4.76 ERA, 21 strikeouts in 17 innings, 1.29 whip. Let's dig a little deeper. Let's see what we can find out about his early season struggles. So that curveball usage, look at this pitch mix. This is actually pretty fascinating stuff. Curveball and sinker are higher percentage than four-seamer, and then he's got a cutter and a changeup as well. His xERA is lower than what his ERA is. His walk rate is, not too much higher than usual, but his K percentage is up about 5%, which is great. His hard hit percentage is down from last year just a tick. Some of these other numbers are kind of just middle of the road. Nothing to be concerned about, but nothing to be super excited about either. Let's dig into his pitch percentage usage season over season. He's gone down from 35% to 26% for that four-seamer. He's gone up on the sinker from 20% to 28%. The curveball usage is down from 32 to, it's not much of a difference. 32 to what's the curveball at 28? Yeah, it's not too bad. Cutter usage is up from 8% to 16%. I like this pitch mix. In fact, I think we're probably going to see some good things when we dig under the hood even more. The miles per hour looks like sinker's actually up a tick. Four-seamer is up a tick. Curveball is right around usual. Cutter is up a tick. So all of his pitches at 37 years old are up, which is very good. Whiff percentage on that curveball, man, that's high, 48.5%. Put away pitch right there. He's also got a sinker, works really well with his repertoire. And like we said, that sinker's gone up quite a bit, 8%, which will explain this ground ball percentage has gone up from 43 to 49 almost. We love to see that. 9.3% fly ball rate, but 30% line drive rate. So that's kind of what we're looking at there. I kind of like Morton's underlying stats. I think he's maybe got a little unlucky to start the year. I think if he can continue to change this pitch mix the way that he's trending right now, I really do like his prospects going forward. Especially he's raised that K rate quite a bit, which we love to see, limiting the hard hit percentage at least. Times he is getting hit, he's getting hit hard. But that being said, pretty promising results, I would say, for Charlie Morton. I expect him to kind of make a bounce back here before long. So, that being said, there's not much else to break down for this Tuesday DFS slate. I think we did a pretty good job of breaking these two guys down, looking like brighter futures ahead for Zach Wheeler and Charlie Morton. This does it for the Tuesday starting pitcher profiler NumberBall Report. I am Jesse Clark. Again, you can find me at jcrockett24 on Twitter. This will do it for the Tuesday 420 DFS main slate.